I wanted to talk about something a little different today. Not about the van, not about the build, but why this adventure matters so much to me. A few years ago, my life looked very different than it does now. I was in pain, exhausted, and honestly unsure what my world would look like going forward. As a nurse, I had spent years being a caregiver to patients, to family members, and I experienced a lot of loss along the way. Eventually, all of that caught up to me, and I was forced to take a hard look at how that had changed me. I didn't know who I was anymore. This adventure didn't start because I was brave. It started because I needed my life back. Being a caregiver for a long time changes you. It becomes part of who you are. As a nurse, as a daughter, a sister, a wife, a mom, and of course even a pet mom, I spent many years in caregiving roles. And I don't regret any of that. But when you spend years taking care of everyone else, you stop checking in with yourself. I didn't even realize how much I had put myself on the back burner until my body and my health forced me to pay attention. That's when I understood something had to change. Not all at once, and not magically, but in a way that was right for me. After all of that, life didn't completely fall apart, but it did get much smaller. I was functioning. I was doing what needed to be done. But I wasn't dreaming big. I wasn't planning. I wasn't imagining what might be next. My world had quietly narrowed to what felt safe and manageable. And when my health finally started to improve, something shifted in me. I didn't want to ease back into life. I wanted to jump right back in. I felt like I had lost time, and I didn't want to keep waiting for the perfect moment, or the perfect plan, or the perfect version of myself. I wasn't trying to run away from my life. I was trying to re-enter it fully. That urgency wasn't panic. It was clarity. I think that happens to a lot of us, especially after long seasons of responsibility or loss. You don't really stop living, but you do stop expanding. That's when the idea of the van started to take shape, and definitely not as something I had all figured out, but as a way to say yes and begin again. A way to begin. Yes to movement. Yes to curiosity. Yes to seeing what would happen if I trusted myself again. The van wasn't about escaping my life. It was about creating space for it. It gave me something that was mine, something I could build, change, mess up, fix, and keep moving forward with. I didn't need it to be perfect. I just needed it to be possible. Each small step, from buying the van, planning the build, figuring things out as I went, taking the first trip, felt like proof that I wasn't done yet. This wasn't about becoming someone new. It was about returning to myself. This adventure matters to me because it reminds me that my life isn't over. It's just waiting. Waiting for me to say yes again. Waiting for me to trust myself again. I didn't do this because I had it all figured out. I didn't do it because I was fearless. I did it because I didn't want my life to stay small. And I think a lot of us reach that moment where we realize that waiting feels heavier than trying. If you're watching this and you feel paused or tired or like a part of you went quiet for a while, I just want you to know that that doesn't mean that you're broken. Sometimes it just means you've been carrying a lot. You don't have to make a huge change. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just take that first step forward towards something that feels like the you that you have been missing. Imagine the impossible. This adventure gave me my sense of possibility back. And that's why it matters to me. This adventure matters to me because it reminded me that it's never too late to begin again.